Okay, let's talk about something that some of you guys may or may not know about. It is the Tesla SuperCharger fair use policy. Do you guys know about that? Let me know in the comments. If you don't, we're going to talk about it here in this video. And I'm making this video here in early December 2019, so this may or may not apply depending upon when you're watching it, but you should know, and at least the history will apply to you, and it's interesting to know the history, so let's go through some of the history first. There was no Tesla SuperCharger fair use policy until the end of 2017. Now, if you know the history on my vehicle, I ordered my vehicle in the end of 2016, took delivery in March of 2017. So I'm actually not affected by it. And the reason why, from what I understand at least, the way things are right now, is that the policy only applies if you took new delivery of your vehicle after the end of 2017, after like December 2017, when this fair use supercharger policy was implemented. So it's kind of like free unlimited supercharging, because all S and X's had free unlimited supercharging for the life of the vehicle, not just the first owner, until the end of 2016. So anything in 2016 or before, with some exceptions, and mine is an exception because I ordered it, but I didn't take delivery until March, so mine still falls under that per vehicle free supercharging, not per original owner. So that's interesting. But the fair use supercharger policy was enacted a year later. As you can tell, it's part of them scaling back and taking away benefits for early adopters. But also it applies to vehicles that are still in service and transfers to the next owner, at least as far as I understand. So we're just talking about the fair use supercharger policy, and what it means is that it restricts or eliminates or prohibits commercial or organizational or non-personal use of Tesla superchargers. So that really affects, potentially the value of the vehicle, and especially when you're talking about Elon Musk's plan to use these as robo-taxis, it significantly will reduce the benefit there, because you won't be able to use superchargers, you won't be able to quick charge, you won't be able to do it for free. Any kind of ride sharing is considered commercial use or organizational use. So that really will affect the value of the car going forward. So this supercharger policy, fair use, will not only affect your ability to use the superchargers, but it will affect the value of your vehicle going forward, in my opinion. So truly, and I've made videos about this before, the most valuable vehicles will be ones that were produced after October 2016 and delivered before the implementation of this fair use supercharger policy, as long as they're kept in service. Because, if they're wrecked or destroyed, that'll be the end of it. But in my mind, if this full level 5 self-driving thing does pan out, that those will be the main beneficiaries. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And did you even know about this fair use supercharger policy? Because a lot of people don't know about it. It was kind of announced and it wasn't that big of a deal. But the thing is, it's going to affect how things are going forward. And that's another reason why I want to bring it up now, is because dealing with the Cybertruck launch, those Cybertrucks are probably going to be used a lot for commercial use. And I've also made another video saying that they're going to have to come up with new superchargers because the parking spots are too small. We need drive-through superchargers for towing, that kind of thing. But I wonder if the supercharger fair use policy will apply to those Cybertrucks. I hope it doesn't, because if it does, that means if they're using it for commercial purposes, you won't be able to charge at any of these fast chargers from Tesla on the Tesla network. So maybe it's just for the traditional bodied cars like SX, 3, and Y, and then the Semi and the Cybertruck will have a different policy. That's what I'm thinking. What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. And what do you think about this, knowing now too how it's going to affect the value of cars going forward? Is Tesla going to have a separate policy for a supercharger or mega charger or whatever they happen to call it? Because I think it's mega chargers for semis, for commercial use versus personal use. That's the question. This is all being figured out over time. Let me throw one more thing out at you. The other question is, who pays for the road taxes when the government finally requires them on electrical vehicles? Because right now, there are no road taxes required on electrical vehicles. And you could say, if you charge at home, that the cost to fuel up or electrify up your car is about half what it would cost for gasoline or diesel, which is true. But you're also not paying the 25% approximately tax rate on each gallon of gas. or fuel. So if they implement that, it'll only be a 25% difference. And of course, at superchargers or megachargers, who knows what the rate's going to be. Now, Elon's saying he's going to guarantee a low rate for megachargers. Maybe that's because it's in bulk. Superchargers that the Tesla Cybertruck uses, that's a big question. I mean, we already know that supercharger rates for other vehicles like SX3 and Y have gone up pretty significantly recently, to the point where they're using the high rates to discourage people from using them at all. So I wonder what's going to happen with supercharger rates for Cybertruck. If you guys have any idea, if you've heard anything, let me know in the comments. That's all I got for you for this video. So look forward to reading your comments and figuring this stuff out as we go along. It'll be interesting and fun. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell for notifications. We'll see you in the next video.